I'm Peter Shields. I'm one of the Deputy Presidents of Parole Board Queensland. My typical day commences with walking in and having a coffee with the President and Deputy President. So every morning we'll have a coffee together to discuss any issues that have arisen overnight. And then once that's over, I attack the trolley which is sitting over there that has my files for that week. The best way of describing the Parole Board is that we are, in effect, the third limb of the criminal justice system. The first limb being the police, who investigate the crime, initiate charges. The second being the judiciary, that ensures trial according to law and a just and appropriate sentence. And the third is us. And the reason we're the third is that we're the only body that can lawfully release a prisoner from prison before they're full time. And it's designed to reduce the risk of crime to the community and to help in the rehabilitation of the prisoner. And we do that by putting conditions on that prisoner's parole order to ensure the safety of the community, but also to help manage the rehabilitation of that prisoner. The challenges we face in the criminal justice system is that we have an ever-increasing prison population, because our population in South East Queensland is increasing, and proportionate to that will be the increase in crime. There is a dire shortage of housing for people who are not prisoners in the community. So it's very difficult for prisoners to get housing. It's very difficult to expect a person to be released from prison to homelessness and not fall back into a life of crime. And one of the challenges for the board members is trying to draw attention to the needs of prisoners in a calm way, without taking away the needs for the victims. To give the work of the board some context, in the last financial year, the board considered 6,964 applications for a parole order. 5,806 applications to suspend someone's parole order, and 908 amendments. So we have teams working every day and sitting every day. And so I read the material, I make my notes. That's my day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, because Thursday I go and chair my parole board meeting. They start at 8:30 and will normally go till about 12:30. And then at the end of the meeting, I'll attend to settling any correspondence that comes out of the meeting. Unlike the courts, every file that we have, every applicant is the worst of the worst, because for the vast majority of offences, a term of imprisonment is still a last resort. So if we're reading an application, they're in prison, they've been sent to prison. Not everyone who gets sentenced, be it before the Supreme Court, District Court, or even the Magistrates Court, goes to prison. And it's quite traumatic material, and it doesn't stop. Friday, I'll try and go home and go for that walk with that extra hour, if I've got it, to try and clear my mind of all of the material that I've just read. I'll then give myself a little bit of a break, and not talking about anything to do with crime. Not talking about crime shows on TV, not talking about anything like that, but just getting back into nature.